My name is Stanley, and I work as a sustainability advisor. And the topic I wanted to touch on is the topic that was discussed inside in the forum, which was about the interrelationship between human rights and environment. And it is an interesting topic because you hear a lot about people talking about the fact that there are countries that are highly dependent, or poor countries that are highly dependent on their livelihood on the environment. But I think that one thing that we need to remember is that everything that we do, everything that we have materially at least, comes from the environment. There is no other way about that. So everything that we do socially has a link to the environment, and everything that we do economically has a link to the environment. So that, and what you also see if you're trying to link human rights and environment is the fact that a lot of the environmental degradation issues are a result of the fact that people are systematically undermined. Their capacity to meet their needs is undermined, either by states or companies or by other individuals. And this is important in addressing the issue of human rights, to look at whether it's a state, whether it's a company, to actually evaluate in terms of its activities, at what points in its interaction with nature and its interaction with people does it violate this capacity for people to meet their needs. And so I also like the initiative about the ecocide, because this gives the jurisdiction for prosecuting where things have gone wrong. But it is of course, there's work that needs to be done before that, which is creating some kind of leadership that allows for the individuals that are leaders to actually take responsible action before these kind of things happens. Because a lot of times when things are happening in nature, it is already too late. It takes forever or a lot of time to actually rejuvenate nature where it has been destroyed. And sometimes the things that happen in the kind of pollution or degradation that happens in nature, it takes years for us to discover it. And by the time we discover it, most of the pollution is already in our bodies. Yeah, which means that we have already gone a bit too far. And how do we then create an individual, whether I am just an employee or I am just a citizen, who is aware and can make the right choices in our daily activities? And I think that lies in the basis of both human rights violations and environmental violations, because somebody who can go and violate another human being has some deficiency, I think, in their psyche, which needs to be addressed. Yeah. And I think that addressing that maybe is important in terms of looking at how do we relate as people, but also how do we educate our children. Do we educate them so that they can become responsible individuals that will take into consideration the interlinkages and the fact that everything we do is interconnected. And we are also do things on a daily basis that affect other people in other places that we might know or might not know. So I think that is there is an important link in my awareness as an individual that enables me to make the right choices on a daily basis, especially when I am in a leadership position where my actions might affect a lot of other people and even affect a bigger space in terms of the environment. And that is what I needed to say.